is a dimension? Think of it as a direction you can move in, or a way to measure something. We start with 0 dimensions. That's just a single point. It has no length, no width, no height. It's just a location, a speck. Now imagine stretching that point. If you can only move along one line back and forth, that's the first dimension. This dimension is length. You can measure how long something is. A straight line is a perfect example of a one-dimensional object. It only has length, nothing else. It exists only in that single direction of measurement. Now, let's add another direction. Imagine a flat surface like a piece of paper. On this paper, you can move not only left and right, which is length, but also up and down, which is width. This gives us 2 dimensions. We live on a surface that has these 2 qualities. A shadow on the ground is a good example of something that appears 2-dimensional. It has length and width, but no real depth or thickness. Think of video game characters from old arcade games. They moved on a flat screen, side to side, up and down. That was their 2-dimensional world, a world of surfaces. Then, we come to the world we experience every single day. This is the 3rd dimension. We add height or depth to length and width. So now you can move left, right, forward, backward, and up, down. This is what gives objects their solid form, their volume. You are a 3-dimensional being. The chair you are sitting on is 3-dimensional. The room you are in, the planet Earth, the stars in the sky. All of these exist in 3 spatial dimensions. This is the familiar universe we can see and touch all around us. Everything we interact with physically has these 3 dimensions. A ball has length, width, and height. A building has these too. We can walk around objects. We can look at them from different angles. This ability to perceive depth and volume is fundamental to our existence. Our brains are wired to understand and navigate this 3-dimensional space. It's where all the action of our lives unfolds. It's the stage for the cosmic drama. This is our home, our 3-dimensional reality, a place of incredible complexity and beauty. So, we have length, width, and height. These are the 3 dimensions of space. But is that all there is? Physicists, like Albert Einstein, showed us that there's more to the story. There's another dimension that we are all intimately familiar with. This is the 4th dimension, time. It's not a spatial dimension like the others. You can't point in the direction of time in the same way you can point up or left. Time is different. It flows. It measures duration, the interval between events. It's the river that carries all events along. Think about it. To describe an event completely, you need to say where it happened. That means you need its coordinates in 3-dimensional space. For example, the kitchen, 2 meters from the window, 1 meter off the floor. But you also need to say when it happened. Was it yesterday at noon, or is it happening right now? That when is the time coordinate. So every event in the universe can be pinpointed by 4 coordinates, 3 for space and 1 for time. This combination is what we call space-time. Space and time are woven together. Here's an analogy to help. Imagine a flip book. Each page in the flip book shows a slightly different picture. Each picture is a static, 3-dimensional scene. When you flip the pages rapidly, you see a moving image, a story unfolding. Time is like the act of flipping through those pages. Each moment in time is like one page, one snapshot of the universe in its 3-dimensional configuration. The sequence of these moments, these snapshots, creates the flow of events, the movie of the cosmos. Our lives are like individual movies playing out in space-time. We are constantly moving through time. We can't stop it. We can't go backward in it, at least not in any way we currently understand. We experience it as a continuous progression from the past through the present and into the future. This movement through time is a fundamental aspect of our reality. Every object, every particle, every galaxy is on a journey through space-time. The 4th dimension, time, adds a dynamic layer to our understanding of the universe, turning a static 3-dimensional stage into a grand, evolving cosmic play. Now we venture into more speculative territory. If there are 4 dimensions, could there be a 5th or even more? This is where physics gets really interesting and mind-bending. The 5th dimension isn't something we directly experience like space or time. It's a theoretical concept. Scientists explore these ideas using mathematics and imagination. They try to see if extra dimensions could explain some of the universe's deepest puzzles. These ideas often come from advanced theories like string theory or M theory, which propose even more hidden dimensions. So, what could a 5th dimension be like? there are different ideas. One thought is that it might offer pathways to other possibilities. Imagine our universe with its 4 dimensions of space-time as just one possibility among many. A 5th dimension could be a way to access these other possible universes or different timelines. It's like our entire space-time continuum is just one slice in a larger 5-dimensional bulk. This is a huge leap in thinking, moving beyond our everyday experience into realms of pure theoretical physics. Let's try another analogy. Think of our 4-dimensional space-time, all of space and all of time as a single line. Now imagine you could move off that line in a new perpendicular direction. That new direction would be the 5th dimension. If our universe or space-time is like one thread in a vast cosmic fabric, the 5th dimension could be the space between the threads or the ability to jump from one thread to another. This could mean that events in our universe might be influenced by things happening in these other, higher dimensional realms, or vice versa. These concepts are at the frontier of scientific research. We don't have direct proof of a 5th dimension yet, but thinking about it helps physicists develop new models of the universe. It challenges our assumptions about reality. It's like early explorers wondering what lay beyond the known horizon. They didn't know for sure, but the possibility drove them forward. Exploring the idea of a 5th dimension, and even higher ones, is part of humanity's quest to understand the fundamental nature of existence and the cosmos itself. Why bother with these abstract ideas of higher dimensions? They are not just for science fiction stories. Thinking about extra dimensions can actually help us solve some very real problems in physics. For instance, some theories suggest that these extra dimensions might be very tiny, curled up so small that we can't see them. But they could still affect the way forces work in our universe. This could be a key to unlocking some of the deepest secrets of nature and the cosmos. One of the biggest mysteries in physics is why gravity is so much weaker than other fundamental forces, like electromagnetism. Some theories propose that gravity might leak into these extra dimensions. If that's true, then gravity might appear weaker to us in our 4 dimensions because some of its strength is spread out across a larger, higher dimensional space. If we could understand these extra dimensions, we might finally achieve a theory of everything, a single framework that explains all forces and particles. This is a grand goal for scientists. Exploring these concepts also stretches our minds. It forces us to think beyond our everyday experiences. It encourages us to ask profound questions about the nature of reality. What is space? What is time? Are there other universes? This curiosity is a powerful driver of scientific progress and human understanding. It's what pushes us to build bigger telescopes, conduct more complex experiments, and develop new mathematical tools. The quest to understand higher dimensions is part of our innate desire to explore the unknown. So, learning about higher dimensions isn't just an academic exercise. It opens our minds to the vastness and strangeness of the cosmos. It reminds us that what we see and experience might only be a small part of a much larger, more complex reality. It's a humbling and inspiring thought. The universe is full of wonders, many of which may still be hidden from us, perhaps in dimensions beyond our current perception. And that, for me, is incredibly exciting. It means there's always more to discover, more to learn, and more to be amazed by.